All right, bet. Welcome to the Kill Podcast. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, sir, Ski.
Yeah.
That boy B with the fresh cut.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. The fresh cut. We're not in the World Cup, but you know what I'm saying? I'm there in spirit type shit. I'm there
Bro.
in spirit. Yeah.
DTD, like always. We in the World Cup.
Um,
Yeah.
Good for you. You're about to go home anyway, so I'm gonna see you in Congo.
Now we're gonna be friends and we're gonna be Portugal. So
Mm. Okay.
and that boy Breezy. It's Breezy.
be cut, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just looking at y'all niggas going. I'm like,
Why you just
that was moment of silence for the Q podcast. No, we had to.
Hell nah.
People were playing around. See, let's see who gonna talk first. But yeah, man, Guinea's in the World Cup, but not isn't in the World Cup for the people. My English is not good, fortunately. But now that's just life.
Who y'all
It's
got
really good.
winning the World Cup?
I'm good.
To be honest with you, I must say Ivory Coast, man. I have to go with my brothers, Ivory Coast.
I want Portugal to win.
Oh,
Although I'm a Messi fan, it would be
yeah.
nice to see Ronaldo get a World Cup before he retires.
Is that crazy to say? I mean, like your country is in the World Cup, literally in the World Cup. Like
We're not gonna win that.
no hope.
I mean, I have hope, but we're not gonna win. Like, I'm not that delusional. I'll be surprised. And man, we win, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy. I'll be surprised too.
They're not gonna win. Let's just put that let's put that on the table.
We know we're not gonna win.
But yeah, man, let's go. Let's get into the Q podcast. Fuck this adventure. You know what I'm saying? The main man, the three guys, we're all here today. The grace of God. You know what I'm saying? Like and talking about God, talk about Kairos, man. Let's talk about the big God, Kairos. HB, what you got? Definition of Kairos for us?
And it's a Kairos, man. It's just timing and the right timing. It's like, I did learn that word in philosophy. I don't remember if it's like Greek. I think it's Greek. But to our understanding, it's just about timing and doing stuff at the right time when it feels correct.
And why is that important?
But you know, is that important?
Why is it important to do things at the correct time?
I mean, it's not really important, honestly. Like, I don't think that's really an important thing to do because, I mean, sometimes it's best to strike when it, what do you say, to strike when the iron's hot. So sometimes Kairos is needed, sometimes it's not needed.
Mm,
All right, what's your definition? Did this nigga just disappear, bro?
yeah, he did.
This nigga asked a question and disappeared, bro.
I mean, I can give my definition and
All
what
right,
would
Tajay.
be timing is I will probably say timing is the relationship between when something happens and like the outcome that is being produced on that.
Break that down a little bit for me. I don't think I quite comprehend it.
So the relationship between when something happens and the outcome
Uh-huh.
of what it produced from that. Okay, why is my
Oh,
camera doing
why
that?
you
Hold
camera
on.
keep zooming in,
Yeah,
yo?
I was just fuck.
To me, Kairos, I look at Kairos as my definition of Kairos would be God's timing. Like I'm talking about like the most perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? When
There you
it
go.
comes, no matter how long you've been waiting for, no matter no matter whether you were ready or not, when it comes, it you will never miss it. That's what that's my definition of Kairos. Like God's perfect timing.
You said God's timing.
God's perfect timing.
Why
So,
you
so
keeps
like, is your camera falling or something? Yeah.
My timer foggy?
No,
okay?
I'm saying it's because his camera keeps zooming in. I don't know if it's like
See?
it's falling or something.
No, it's not falling. I think it's like a little feature. So I had to check out the thing and see why like
We're
why was
recording. You're recording the phone on Snapchat right now, man. Cut that shit out.
But if it's God's timing, then that means it's not in your control. And I feel like
Exactly.
that goes against my definition of Kairos. Because Kairos is like you doing things at the right time. And you
I
could
hear.
choose. Go ahead.
Now I was going to say, but the thing is about I don't see that if you miss it, then it's
Jenny,
like it's gone forever. There's no way it's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying?
Jenny.
But if you can control it, it means that you can also control the outcome of the Kairos. So it's like, oh shit, you go outside right now. If there's an opportunity that shows up, it's like I feel like
So pay
there's
papa.
no way you control that opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
If there's an opportunity that comes up, there's no way you control that opportunity.
You weren't the one that manifested the opportunity. Like there's definitely have to be some hype behind God made that happen for you.
Can you give me an example? A visual learner.
An example of an opportunity given to you by God.
An example of example of Kairos in your eyes.
An example of Kairos in my eye is you go out to the you go out and you go out you never go out. HB never goes out. And HB suddenly decide, damn, you know what? I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna go out with the boys. We're gonna hang out. And we go out. You see a fine girl, you know what I'm saying? You walk up to her conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And you see a fine girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, damn. Yeah, I was right there. Fine shit, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. You walk up to her, next thing you know, you're going out on a date with Shorty. Hell, you might even lock up, you lock it in with Shorty, you guys married, you know what I'm saying? Got kids and all that. That's something I feel like that's God's timing, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Wait. Okay. What if it's God's timing and I meet the devil? Because like, what if Shorty is like super bad? Like she's just evil as shit.
it's just evil as shit.
Yeah, but in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this is God's timing because I met this
Yeah,
beautiful girl, and
yeah.
then she brings headaches to my life
Yeah.
afterwards. Am I still gonna call that God's timing? I ain't gonna call that God's timing.
Why is she
Technically you
bringing
will. Because it's
headaches in
like,
your life?
go
You
ahead.
said
What
what?
you say?
Why is she bringing headaches in your life? Like, did you not say that when you first met her?
I mean, I'm thinking,
No,
nah, I'm
no,
thinking
that's
this is
not.
God's timing. I'm thinking this is God's timing,
Yeah, I understand
right?
what you're saying. It's called character development. You needed that. God saw that. He's like, damn, this boy weak, low key. Drop another. uh, that was definitely not a good example of Kairos, but I'm trying to think quick on my off the top of my head of a good example, but you guys can go ahead in the meantime. But that's
If
that's
I
that's my definition. So
if I had to give an example of Kairos, it would be like to me, Kairos is being very observant of the moment and being aware, right? Because let's say me and Bart are complete strangers and we just be in the elevator. I want to break the ice and just do some small talk. I'm gonna be aware of this shirt he's wearing. I'm gonna be like, oh, this guy watch soccer. Oh, what's going on right now in the world? Oh, the World Cup's going on. Boom, that's something to talk about. In my head, that would be good Kairos because of the timing of everything. I'm aware of what's going on in the world. I'm aware of what he's wearing.
And that's why I say, with my original definition, timing is pretty much a relationship between something and its outcome produced in that moment. So that something could be you being aware of like be sure, and what you do in that moment can lead into a outcome where you will and be might kick it off and build something after that, or B might be like, this nigga weird. Why you looking at my shirt for? You know what I'm saying?
what?
There's some shit he said too, bro. I don't lie.
It's you follow me. It's just pretty much what you do with that moment when given the opportunity.
So I also think that you can create Kairos.
Mm. How do you give us an example, or you can define
Well,
it and give an example?
I want to give an example of creating Kairos. Right. That's not federal.
No,
And that
I
doesn't
believe I do
and that
believe that
doesn't
you can create.
and that doesn't sound crazy.
But
Okay.
I was going to say I do believe you can definitely create Kairos. Yeah,
Mhm. It could
I
be
do
like,
believe you
okay,
can create Kairos.
let's say you playing chess, right?
Mhm.
Right. And you want the other person to make a certain move. You can set up your chess pieces on a board in a way where you pressure that person to make that move. So that would be like an example of creating Kairos.
Okay.
Say, say I want to get a job somewhere, right? And I'm waiting for the opportunity.
Mhm.
Instead of just sitting around waiting for the right moment, I can connect with people on LinkedIn. I can go outside, network, go to job boards, email people I know, right? Slowly getting myself in the door so people in the field see my face, improving my chances of landing a job when I get said opportunity, or even getting said opportunity through the things I've been doing. That would be like creating that Kairos.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
When we use the word cargoes, we're not just talking about timing, but we're talking about like a moment or like a chance that you create.
Yeah, opportunity. Yeah,
Okay.
I would also call it Kairos opportunity. Yeah.
Okay.
When I hear Kairos, yeah, I do hear the opportunity, but I feel like one key word we're also sleeping on is patience
Mm.
when it comes to Kairos. Because when you're creating Kairos, I feel like there's a small amount of patience that has to be there compared to, let's say, if the Kairos is natural Kairos, for example, which is something you did not create. There's also a very set amount of patience and calmness that also has to be involved within in order for you to kind of seize that opportunity, because there have to be a lot of build up to that Kairos if you want to seize that opportunity and make it a good Kairos. Like When I hear Kairos, I feel like Kairos is like the moment you see it and you actually won. That's where I'm like, oh, that's Kairos right there.
Mm.
You know, I do agree with what B also mentioned earlier with God's timing can be a form of Kairos. Because I give like a quick little like um thing that happened, very detailed. So boom, right? Um, I'm looking for jobs, right? And back to back, I ain't getting nothing. And I'm applying in my field of interest. My field of interest, nothing. First week, second week, nothing. Third week, my boy pulls up. He's like, "Yo, what you got going on?" I'm like, "Man, nothing. I just be looking for jobs." He said, "Boom, my dad was for boom, 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 so I can put you on." I'm like, "Much." Puts me on. You know what I'm saying? The next day, 3, 4 emails. Hey, I seen so and so. I'd like you to come in for interview. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, "Much." Next day, a friend of my mom hits me. Oh, someone had told me a small clinic that they work at, they're hiring, got a little opportunity. I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a way, you could say like that was God timing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he had like lined up every single opportunity. So now it's like I'm in a buffet. All I can eat. You feel what I'm saying? Which one do I want for real?
I was just like staring at each other like, bro. Why we just sit there like, yeah, cool story.
it just it's just feel like just feel like everybody is high. We just sitting there observing. Like,
Yeah, we just like nice.
Um,
yeah, my nigga, that's a good story, I guess.
No, but what I'm saying
But
though is like, yeah, carols can be on honestly anything. God timing, opportunity,
yeah,
and it can be created or you can create it too. You know what I'm saying?
a general definition of Kairos, if I was to give a good example for me, is very much like you have a land, you know what I'm saying? You cultivate the land, you plant whatever fruit you want, you water the plant throughout the season, you know what I'm saying? You get the trees, you keep on watering the plants, and next thing you know, the tree has fruits. Next, and that's also a good definition of Kairos. So like there's steps to it. Go in,
you can't skip the steps.
you cannot
You cannot
exactly.
skip the steps. And some people might think, oh, nah, I don't need to do this. I could just go to this. Oh, I don't need to water it. I could just go straight to sunlight. No, no, no. And this goes with everything in life. Like you working out, trying to build muscle, you trying to get better at a skill, you gotta put the time in. Like B said, you gotta be patient with it.
Right.
I think Kairos is just, if I had to summarize it, it's just like time management and where you put your focus at.
Now, honestly,
I think it disappeared again.
I, I feel like I think it's more like if you do what you're supposed to do, everything just gonna fall into place, and then what you do with set moment is honestly up to you.
Oh,
Yeah, cool.
I was gonna ask a question. If
Go
you
ahead.
if you still have some things to say, you can go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
But my question was gonna be, so if we look at it in the sense of the word, like it's steps, right? And every step builds to something bigger, something greater, something beautiful. Like, what step do y'all think you guys are in right now in life?
Like in terms of Kairos.
Yeah, in
Nigga,
terms of
you said what step am I on?
yeah.
Nigga, get money for me, nigga. That's the step I'm on. Nigga, what is you talking about? That's my step, nigga. Stack, stack, stack. That's my
Can
step
you
right
repeat
now.
what you said? Can you repeat what you said?
I said, you said what?
What you said?
Oh, I said the chapter I'm in life right now is to just work hard and just better myself
That's what I
mentally,
thought.
mentally, and
That's what I
spiritually, you know.
thought.
But like mainly it's financially. That's what I want to do right now. That's the step I'm at right now.
Because I was going to say that did not come from me.
What's not from
Yo,
you?
D, go ahead, bro.
I think in terms of cargoes, I might be entering a season of just straight timescape arc. And
Mm,
to better explain what a timescape arc is, it's just a season where mainly just focus on my craft. And that's not just like walk about within myself, um maturity into the next phase of like Daniko type shit.
So you want to mature? You see, what's your craft?
Man, I think something like my
I don't know.
let's come back to let's come back
what
to
you what?
video for a while,
That's what
man.
we're building. I guess you're making
I
it.
like what's going
He's
on?
making this. He's making his craft right now. I guess
Yeah,
that's good.
let like
And
you know
making
what I'm
your
saying?
craft.
Yeah, let's come back to me.
Hey, my boy giving us the definition of time warp. Like, we're not posting this on Facebook, my boy. Like aunties aren't gonna see this shit. But
You never know. You ain't gonna lie. You never know. You never know. You might see this shit.
my definition. I mean, where am I right now? I feel like they're rebuilding. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the season I'm in. Because lot of things. I mean, a lot of things have happened that you just feel like you're starting everything over. Feels like feel like playing the game. Like you're always losing and you gotta start over again. I feel like that's where I'm at. Like I've lost so many games that everything is starting over. And you basically have more knowledge because you've already done it a couple times and you have more knowledge to go through. And basically kind of keep proceeding to where you lost and come up with a new approach, make things a lot more better. Season I'm in.
So you're in the season of rebuilding.
What's going on?
Building, yeah.
Mm. You see,
Can
Building,
you call her? Cause
yes.
I'm recording my video.
what's the end goal? Like,
Is it?
what are you building towards?
Exactly. That's what we don't know. We don't know what's at the end or the finish line.
No, I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful part about life, man. That we don't know what's at the finish line.
Uh-uh. Say who?
What do
We,
you
nigga,
think,
you,
Unc?
me, us.
No, let's see Unc talk. Like,
No,
you
we
should-
know what's at the finish line. What are you talking about, bro?
You
what's
that
at
don't
the
know
finish
your
line, Unc?
craft. You that don't know your craft.
Listen,
You know it was at the
hold
finish
Yo,
on.
line.
let's
Talk about something we know. You know.
Listen, what I'm
No.
saying is like, yeah, like life at the moment, as we
Mhm.
live in our life, we don't know like how things is going to end up. But
Okay.
towards the end, we know
Mhm.
because there's only two choices. You know what I'm
What
Nigga,
saying?
are
I'm
the
not
two
talking
choices?
about death, bro. I'm not talking about dying.
Bro, but
Damn.
that but that's the destination, brother. That's the destination.
Oh, I mean, as far as like careers and your life trajectory, like literally, you could end up in Singapore tomorrow.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? We don't
True.
know. Like we could be taken wherever which way.
So that's what I'm saying, man. It's God's timing. It's not. It is God's timing, but like we have no control over it. Really,
Have
it's
y'all
the control part. Like in the big part of life, it's the control part.
have
I
y'all
think we gotta go through. My fault. Go ahead.
my fault. No, you go ahead because I was going to ask a different like question.
Different question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say yeah, I forgot. Fuck.
GG's.
Go ahead. D.
Have y'all ever been in a situation where y'all had to create set cargos?
Every day,
think so. Yeah.
Go
every day,
ahead.
every moment. Like some of them I'm not proud of, some of them I'm very proud of. Some of them I'm in between. It's
Mm.
mixed feelings.
I'm not sure if I want to ask you to give us one example.
That's too personal.
Yeah, I
No.
don't lie.
Give
Okay.
us an example. Something that you think it's not federal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little,
No
um,
offense.
Yeah.
me creating Kairos.
For the 18 people that gonna view this episode.
I think a moment of me creating Kairos is for my project this year. I didn't really have a set goal or idea of it, but I was just kind of going with the flow. So when I went to Chicago for I don't know, it was just the winter break. I don't know when I went, but I went to Chicago to
Mhm.
UD and we was just driving. I was just taking pictures on the road. And we even were in the blizzard on the beach and took some pictures there
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah.
And that's when the idea for my project hit me. Before then, I didn't really have anything set in stone. But I just went outside, just took random pictures, and then whatever hit me. And I came out with what I came out with. But that's an example.
You think
Um, go.
you think cargos plays a a role with our decision making, like when it comes to um, I guess like your free will and things of that nature. Like, you think they play hand to hand?
Mm.
Personally speaking, I said no. I feel like it's something that you shouldn't wake up expecting because you half the time you don't know if you're not creating it. Because if you're creating it, you have pretty much overall control in a sense because you know exactly what's at the end. But if you're talking in life in general, I feel like I personally don't have any. That's not something I wake up worrying about. So no, doesn't have any control.
See, like,
Yeah, because I mean,
see, like that legit example, right? Like that legit
Yeah.
example when we went to the beach and create and he took his picture during the blizzard and his idea came. What if we never went to the beach? You know what I mean? Would you
but you
still
see,
be free from me?
yeah. I mean, technically, I mean, me going to the beach was me creating Kairos. Like I was purposely going out there to find inspiration. Now, there are situations where you don't have a choice, or you don't have free will in it because you kind of just taking what life gives you.
And if you also think about it, really, like the idea coming to him, if he didn't go to the beach, I feel like the book has already been written. The book of his life has pretty much been written. We all agree about that. God have already planned everything He has to plan for you. So it's like if you didn't go to the beach, there was definitely another sense, another way that will come in the future where the idea will come to you. You know,
Mm,
yeah,
okay.
because this like we don't even know what chapter we're on right now. Beauty about it, because we don't know the chapter we're on. We don't exactly know what's going to happen even tomorrow. So to us, it's a story we have to keep writing, but in general, the story already been written and we're just living it as as character.
It's one beautiful day in my life. We might have one missed opportunity, but we'll have another one down the road. So it kind of changes your view on failure. Like failure is not really failure. It's just an obstacle on the road.
I'm like, I I like what you say, but I also don't like falling into that mindset because it's kind of the same mindset where y'all know the book where damn, okay, yo, I'm about to sound dumb as heck if I say this wrong. So, no, is it Kings? Okay, it's probably in Kings. In Kings, where they when they're talking about David and how he defeated Goliath, right? I feel like when people read that book, they're always like, "Oh, I'm David," or they kind of try to relate to David when he defeated Goliath, and and then like when they're in a situation where life gets tough, they're like, since I was able to bring down a giant, this other giant should be no issues. You know what I mean? I think it's a good it's good to have confidence, but in reality, we are all them scary cats in the back, like with the king that didn't want to step up to fight David. I mean, not David, to fight Goliath. You know what I'm saying? S- Sometimes we may be in a situation in life where we feel like if one obstacle comes and distract the flow of time or avocados, like we don't really try to see another like path. Like, oh, there's always gonna be another like option because option A didn't work. So now I'm stuck in that. I'm not sure if that made any sense or what, but like what? No,
No
You're
idea
saying we
what you're
shouldn't.
talking about.
type shit.
You're saying we shouldn't be hard struck on one path.
No, I'm saying sometimes it's hard to realize not to be like focusing on one path. You know what I mean? What?
Is
Is
that
that
the,
what
is
you
that
said?
not the same thing?
My fault, bro.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
My fault,
Am
man.
I tripping? I don't know. Is that not the same thing? Am I tripping?
No, my fault, man. Cause
Oh,
I was thinking you were saying that we shouldn't focus on one path, and I was trying to say is it's hard to think it like that. You know what I mean? If one
it's
thing
harder.
goes, yeah,
But it's hard to focus on multiple paths.
yeah, like it's hard to see a different.
He said one path. You said it's hard. You said the same thing.
Okay, GG's, bro. Right.
Uh, why is it what makes it difficult to do that? Like to see different views or different paths, in your opinion?
I mean, I think it's because we are too caught up in like in the moment, and if one thing doesn't fall into plan, it's like it's hard to think logically and like to calm down because I was like for example, you plan a perfect date, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm about to take this girl out, this and that and the third, and then you take Shirley out on a date, but she's dry, she's boring as hell, you know what I'm saying? And now you're now looking at different like different path that can maybe bring the like save the day. All you worried about is like, but I really planned this whole thing just for her to be dry. Like she's not
Mm-hmm.
reciprocating, she's on her phone, she's doing this and that and the third. So now we just focus on what we had put into, you know what I mean? In a way it's kinda your like your ego is hurt type shit.
You said something very important there. You said we're focused.
Yeah.
So in that date situation, my focus is on her being dry and me feeling as if I wasted my time. So if I had shifted my focus into how can I enjoy myself despite her dryness, or even how can I open her up and we would have a better time.
Right.
So it's mostly about focus.
Yeah, yeah, like where you put your focus in is really important. Yeah.
And that rounds back to Kairos too. Idea of focus.
Mm.
That on a day-to-day basis, if we ask ourselves, what do we put our focus in? If we put our focus in the things that genuinely improve us, by the time we 25, 26, we could legitimately be millionaires. But we know we gotta be millionaires. We could be happy individuals, content individuals.
Me being a millionaire gonna make me happy. Shit. Yeah, man. Like,
Hey, let's got Tesla with 5 million right now.
That shit is gonna make a lot of people happy. I want life.
I'm gonna buy my happiness. Sure. Whoever said money don't
But
make you happy, you're lying to me.
to get to that point, we gotta be focused. And I feel as if in this world, that's the currency is our focus and our attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
But
go, my fault, Bar. Go ahead.
I was going to switch the whole shit. You can go ahead and finish your point.
I was gonna say like in this day and age, like our attention and our focus is the commodity. Like
Mm.
Mm.
you got billboards, you got ads hitting you 24/7. You go on any social media, you got doom scrolling, and it's almost as if we're getting wired to not focus, and our attention span is greatly decreasing. But yeah, that's all I was gonna say. Go ahead, Mark.
I was going to ask how do we know the Kairos we've been trying to create, or like the Kairos we want in our life, in the sense of Kairos being opportunity. This point is is aligned with God's Kairos for us. Like is focusing on what on exactly what you said on all those points. Like would that end up being what God's want for us?
I think at the end of the day, it's that feeling like as you're doing it, you'll feel fulfilled and you'll know, okay, it's the right thing I'm doing right now. I think it's that simple.
I mean, I think I'd like to agree with Boise. It really is that simple, you know. First seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything shall be added unto you. I think if you truly just focus on that, like, and then you do what you're supposed to be doing, I feel like everything else just really gonna fall into place, you know.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on it, Bart?
I just wanted to know. I just had a question in mind.
I mean, it's kind of hard to find our purpose, though.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Um, I can tell you what I want to do. Okay, what I want to do is my purpose. Fuck it. Yeah. What I want to do, that's my purpose. Fuck it. Yeah, low key.
But
Low key.
but here's the thing: that sometimes we might find something and we're like, oh, this is our purpose. And after years and years of doing it, right? And we're like, oh, damn, you find yourself doing something completely different. Where it's like, oh, this was my calling. You know what I'm saying? Because
See,
you at first you thought, oh, doing this makes you happy. Then you're doing it. It doesn't make you happy, and you find your calling or your set calling. Now you feel fulfilled, although it's not as big as what you had before. But
so when you say calling Utah, are we talking about like the realm of careers?
I'm talking about in the realm of God plans for you type of thing.
That could be
God's
honestly
calling.
anything too.
So we searching for God's plan for you.
Mm. Mhm.
C'est il a pas gentil.
I could love
Il a pas
something.
gentil.
I
Ah.
could love. Nah, nah. He was making a face, bro. He was making a face. That shit was
Ouais,
funny.
ok.
No, he was making a face. No, I just seen. I did. Nah, I just seen a cat run by. I
Oh,
just seen a cat run by. I just seen a cat run by. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think your cat ran by. That shit was funny. But nah, God's plan for you, dog. Dog.
you're busy, man. Hold on again.
I don't think you. Go ahead,
Is there a reason why you keep on laughing when someone says that again?
bro. Cause your cat keep going by,
My
bro.
cat is not in my
Like,
room, buddy.
your cat keep going by, bro. Tell your cat to chill out, bro. Tell your cat to chill out, bro.
I guess, bro.
Your cat keep going by, dog. But on a real note, like, there's no way you know. So, like, if we all have God in our hearts, and if we all are raised in Christianity and raised in spirituality, then it comes to a point where we just have to trust ourselves, right? Instead of always thinking like, oh, is this what God wants me to do? Is this what so and so wants me to do? Because God's already within us.
I think that kind of thinking will lead you to disappointment in life, though.
I swear.
Because you say if we trust ourselves, like, uh, you can't really trust yourself because your heart is like deceitful. You know what I mean? So it's more like you're not really relying on God. You're relying on you to do. It's kind of like you're giving yourself credit for doing what God is doing. You know what I mean? And it's you're not really giving Him the full credit. That's why I say truly chase God and His righteousness. When you do that, it's not more about do I trust myself to be doing God's work, but it's more like am I doing God's work or am I pleasing God the way He wants me to please Him? You know what I mean? And it stops becoming about me and just all about Him. And through that, we can truly find fulfillment in life.
We find that if, in Bart's example, I start something and I'm thinking, oh, it's what God wants me to do. And then a few years pass and I'm like, oh, no, I don't feel fulfilled in this anymore. Now, at first, I told myself this is what God want me to do, but how do I know this is what God want me to do?
I
If
mean,
if I keep flip flopping like that, if I keep going, oh, this is what He want me to do. Never mind, this is what He want me to do.
then it's probably not what He wants you to do. Because if it's what God truly wants you to do, it is what He say it is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people say, "Oh, this is what God want me to do," and whole time God not even talking to you, but it's your schizophrenia voice in your head. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like you, how would you know? How do you know this is God or your schizophrenic voice, as you said? How do you know? Like
You will
you said
just know. Like
his
there's no explanation. Like you will just know if it's truly God versus like if it's just your voice.
then why do I keep flip flopping if I just know?
You keep flip flopping because it's your voice. It's not God telling you nothing.
You said it's my fault.
Yeah, it's just you. You made yourself the like you diluted yourself to thinking this was God talking to you all this time, and whole time He ain't tell you nothing. He ain't tell you to build a church. He ain't tell you to take bread from so and so people. He ain't tell you none of that. And now you will in a spot where you feel like, damn, I just wasted all my time, all my life doing something I didn't want to, doing something you thought it was God. You're not happy, you're not fulfilled, and you're always questioning, did I really waste this amount of time of my life?
You know what? I think that comes for searching for a voice and searching for something that's outside of yourself, like external.
Mm.
Because I fully believe, yes, God is within us. Like he even says it, the words written in us, like it's on our hearts. So again, if we're raised within Christianity, we're raised in spirituality, and we study the word for ourselves and following what I know to be right or my morality and following the word in the Bible internally, I should be able to trust myself
And
to know
that's
what
the
will fulfill me.
issue. It's like you cannot trust yourself, bro, because you keep saying, can you trust yourself that you will always do good?
Yeah,
You will always do good. Like there will never be a day where you feel like, oh, you, oopsie, you slipped, you fell.
I can trust myself to never do bad intentionally. In that case, I can trust myself to always do good. Now,
Intention. How about like when it's not intentional, like when you didn't mean to do it.
at the end of the day, we're all humans.
That's what I'm saying.
At the
So
end
I
of the day, we're
think
all
you
humans.
gotta give
I would
yourself that
never,
grace. You know what I mean?
pardon?
Give yourself that grace. Be like, okay, I'm human. I'm always gonna slip off, and that's okay. So instead of putting faith in myself not to slip up, I can put faith in God that when I do slip up, I can get back on my feet. The righteous fall 7 times, and each time they get back. Versus a wicked person fall one time and it's over. You could because you put so much faith in yourself, thinking you're gonna get up.
So bad to have trust in yourself.
I'm just saying, don't feel like you got everything on your shoulder where you can just trust God that even if I do fail, I know God has a plan for me. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong. Look, if you want to trust in yourself, go ahead, trust in yourself. Just know you can't blame nothing on God if you can't get back up. Cause you ain't put no faith in him.
Never blame God, never blame the external force. It just seems so like a okay. Because when you say you can't trust yourself, it indicates that I cannot trust myself. Then I cannot trust myself when I say that God told me to do so and so.
You know, Paul, he said, the things that I want to do, I don't do. The things that I don't want to do, I do. And he hates doing the things that he doesn't want to do, but he can't help but do it. That's recognizing I'm human, human nature. Like I'm always going to do wrong, and that's fine. Wait, no, wait, hold on. I'm not saying it's fine to do wrong, but I'm saying don't beat yourself up for it.
Honestly, I don't think it's in human nature to do what's wrong.
You say, well,
I don't think it's in human nature to do what's wrong.
so
I
you
think
think
it's in human nature to do what benefits you. But I won't say it's in human nature to do what's wrong.
how's different? How is what benefits you different from greed or like? selfless.
When it gets to the extremes like greed, gluttony, and you just like doing too much, that's when it starts being bad. However, I can do something without having malicious intent. Like little kids and babies do all the time. They'll take food from they siblings, but they don't have any malicious intent behind it. Just being selfish is to their own human benefit.
Earlier, you mentioned in, about Kairos and how sometimes you create opportunity to benefit you, like chess, for example. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I create a move to where I force your hand to play a move, and then I win. And if we to use that in real life, right? Like I plant a seed in someone's ear, desire, like simple. Like I can't say this because it's fake. I was gonna use my example, but it's mad fake. But I say some to something, some to somebody, right? And like that desire just starts creeping in, and I notice it, and I use that for my benefit. Is that not like, even though I don't take it to the like extreme, is that not like still in in a way kind of bad because I influence said person's decision?
It's bad with the intention. If you go into that situation knowing this is what I intend to do, I intend to do bad, I intend to have this outcome, that is manipulation. That is bad.
Right.
But if I'm going to a situation where I'm basically being selfish, I'm only thinking about my benefit, it is not inherently bad. It's selfish, it's greedy. It's not inherently bad. Like there's a point where you can be redirected into a more positive person.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with setting plays up to where you are benefited in the long run, I think it gets bad where you start to overly abuse it, and to the point where it's like you are not like greedy, you know what I mean?
A limit to it. Or there's a breakout point. Like even in that horror movie I was telling you about, Obsession,
Obsession.
I ain't not spoil it too much, but
Oh
there is a
no,
point
I already
where
know a little bit about it.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean if people watch it.
Oh yeah, facts.
There's a point where the main protagonist could redeem himself, right?
Right.
There's a point where it's like he's ignorant to what's going on. It is not entirely his fault, and he can redeem himself.
Okay, but how about that like strong desire he had to require set, like to require his goal to the point where he had to go to such lengths to do it? Wouldn't you think that's like okay, that's OC?
At a certain point, it, it got bad, but at a certain point, it's just desire. Like, if you don't act on desire, can you really be punished for it? Like, if I had the desire to beat a nigga ass, but I don't beat his ass, that's the people would say that's self restraint, that's discipline. but I still had that desire. Does me having that desire make me bad?
What makes you any better than the nigga that actually beat that nigga ass? Because
I
at least
didn't
he
beat the
did
nigga
it.
ass.
At least he did it. What makes you any better?
I'm better because I was able to go above my primal human desires and instincts and show some self restraint.
Okay, so using that same example, now this is a little bit extreme. By using that same example, what makes a pedophile that just think about doing a crazy act on a minor versus someone that actually does a crazy act on the minor? What makes them any better? Because at the end of the day, they both thought about it. Just one took action and one just like, damn, like you feel what I'm saying?
This is where life is a paradox, right? It's not every situation is made the same. In that situation, that person is mentally ill, I'd say. They need to be redirected before those desires grow into anything else. So they would have to themselves like expose themselves and say, look, I have this problem and I need help. And I ain't gonna lie, that's a very hard thing to do because that's a lot of shame and guilt coming from that. In that situation, even yes, if you even the thought or having that desire, mentally ill, you need help.
You know what? I agree with you on the paradoxical aspect of life. And would you say they lucky go hand to hand with Kairos? Because let's say if I were to create a situation where it's like it can benefit me in the run, but since life is a paradox, I know yes, this opportunity is good for me, but I cannot really go for it because of the outcome that will be produced.
Brother, yeah, brother, yeah, brother, what, brother, yeah, brother, yeah, brother. Matter of fact, I'll even give it a story, bro. It's not too federal because it's been years. Dog, like,
Tight.
dog, like, there was some fine shit, bro.
Right,
Fine
right,
shit, man. You're fine as hell, bro. Some fine shit, bro. Like it was like in high school too, bro. Like, Shorty was feeling me, bro. I'm talking like freckles, cues, hell, right?
right.
But she was like 2 years younger than me. Now I'm a junior, she a freshman. Now I'm a senior, she a sophomore. It didn't sit right with me. It didn't feel right to me because of Kairos. That shit, I don't know. It didn't feel right to me.
Right person on time.
You know what I'm saying? Not only like because mentally you're not even in the same space, right? It's not like the maturity level mentally is not even in the same space, right? So given that Kairos, given that situation, I'm like, ah, damn, I can't even go to it. Don't get me wrong, like I was fucking with bitches 4 years older than me now. I'm a victim. I am a victim.
Yeah, bye.
She's 35 years old in my phone. I'm like, yo, I'm in it.
Yeah,
I should have
bye.
called the cops on them bitches, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. They tripping. They was
Nah,
tripping, bro. It
nah.
was tripping, bro.
Hey, you feel me? Why? Why? Yeah.
Oh, bro, they tripping, bro. I don't know why society like that, bro. Double standards be double standard, bro.
Shit, I'm not complaining.
I am, bro. I am, bro.
But,
I am, bro.
because I
Some of my
can
niggas was
relate.
on it.
Because I can
Use
relate.
Kool-Aid.
I mean, I've been told you about this. Like, I walk, man, I just wish, like, why I gotta be a young nigga? You feel what I'm saying? Why I gotta be a young nigga? I got, I got this fine. Oh my God, bro. I love my dark skin. Hold on, face. Let me just say, I love my dark skin, brown skin. I'm starting to love my evil light skin. But any shade of black, I just lie, yeah. But listen though, I want you feel me. This fine, come on, brown skin John. She
Oh.
27 though. But
Uh,
ain't stop a young nigga to do what a young nigga do.
see,
It's just the
you
age.
you can't even go to because she in a whole different stage of her life. She
Sh-
27, bro.
And
If she was gonna get to you with you, bro, she expect you to have your own crib, as she should,
I
because you're
was
grown as
20 at the
adult.
time.
You was 20, yeah, bro. Like you worry about graduating college, bro. She
Fool,
worry about paying taxes. Like y'all not in the same mental space.
fool,
That's why that shit wouldn't even like work.
fool. She worrying about kids. I'm worried about graduating. Like, you feel
You
what
trying to
I'm
get my
saying?
nigga kids.
About that shit. I ready to be
You're
living
pretty.
a fair pack. Yeah,
What you talking about, bro? That's why
yeah,
fam.
wow.
That's why fam. Like I want to go, bro. I want to go. Like I think a good it's just for me, a good age range, bro. Like she either gotta be like my age or like a year or two younger. Or
I ain't
maybe
gonna
like two
lie.
years older.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to like kind of be on the same wavelength, like what you're talking about. But the issue is, I never dealt with no one that was like younger or my age, though. They're always
Yeah.
on some grown shit. But far, this shit hard though, cause I feel like it's a different like ball game. Like I don't know how to be talking to like girls my age or like younger than me. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to mess up my craft. Feel me?
You would think it'd be easier to talk to. Cause I mean they know the same references you know. Like
Yeah,
they got the same
yeah.
you watch the same Twitch streamers or YouTube. I don't know. I would feel like you have more in common.
You would think it's just I don't know. I don't know. What's it
The
though?
only person I break my rule for is Pink Pantress.
Oh,
That's the only person I break. She like I don't know. She a little bit older than me, but I'm like nigga. That's the only person I break my rule for.
the only
Only
person
thing
I
Pong
broke
is
my rule for
Pantress.
is oof. I can't even say her name, cause I know her nigga gonna be mad.
Yo, yo,
Wagwan.
yo, yo. I might. You know how you say it's a time skip era? Like I'm not even like looking at shit. Like
Wait, hold on, hold
I'm
on, hold
like
on,
I'm.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I feel like let's just end this right here, so nothing gets too fed. You feel what I'm
Oh no,
saying?
it's not no fast shit. It's not no fast
Oh,
shit. It's just
but let
this
me
is
just
like
end it right in the day though, cause like time. War.
it was some